Lovable has just hit $500 million in annual recurring revenue. They said that the users on the platform are now building 1 million projects a week. This is crazy. This is a platform that I have used extensively in the past. Jamie currently uses it extensively. We're going to talk about this, the state of the AI market today, what we'd recommend, and where we think this is all going, and how to make money off of this, because, spoiler, I think this is one of the areas where you can make a ton of money in a lot of different ways, and not maybe just with AI, but maybe some of the picks and shovels and stuff. We'll get into all of that. Jamie, kicking this over to you, what are your thoughts? $500 million in ARR for Lovable.
I mean, I think they deserve it. They're a great company. I use them for many different projects, which I'm going to get into. But before we do, I wanted to mention our AI Hustle School community. If you've ever wanted to learn how to actually make money online using AI, or even grow your business, you want to check out our school community. We'll leave a link below, but each week we release bonus content over there, sharing exact tips and tricks, things that Jaden and I are both doing to make money online. So this week, Jaden released a really special episode. He has 2 apps now he vibe coded that are on the App Store. So he walks through how he actually created those and coded those and then got them on the App Store. Some really helpful information as far as like his tech stack and things like that. So a really great episode. We'd love to have you be a part of the community. So go over and check it out. It's $19 a month, and you can lock that price in forever if you join today. So, but let's talk about Lovable. I love Lovable. And for a while, I tried to get away from it and move into more just like Claude Code type things. But I'm not that technical of a person. And I love that Lovable is plugged into Supabase, for example. So if I have to, I don't even really know how to log into my Supabase, but Lovable has one for me. And because I started using it, I'm kind of like stuck using Lovable now in a way, but I don't mind it because it makes things easy for me. Right now I'm building a cold outreach automation, and basically what the automation will do is scrape the internet for leads, and then customize an email to each business with their business name, the time that I called them, and then also an audio snippet. So it basically makes a custom landing page for each cold email, all with Lovable and Claude Code. So it's kind of connecting the two. So I don't know how many projects technically that is, but it's definitely probably just one project, but I'm very impressed that I was able to build something that makes a custom landing page for, I'm hoping to send 270 emails a day. So definitely I use it all the time. I love it. But Jaden, you kind of moved away from it, Lovable specifically.
And I'll be honest, I think Lovable is actually an incredible platform, especially if you're like very, very not technical at all. There's a few options I would look at. There is Lovable, there's anything.com, there's Base44. I think Lovable's the winner right now because they have the best integrations, and they have an MCP. They can take MCPs from other tools. But yeah, basically, if you don't know anything about how software is built, Lovable's a really good starting place because they have the database connection. Now, if you're willing to, but the one trade-off that you do make is it is more expensive. You are paying Lovable for API. Basically, you're paying for the API cost of what you build. So when I was using Lovable, I was spending $1,000 a month on Lovable. Probably not 1,000. I think the most I did was I was on the $600 a month tier. But I upgraded to that. Yeah. So I probably paid more than $600 in 1 month, at least multiple months for Lovable. So all this to say, Claude right now has something called Claude Max, which is their subscription. And Lovable, by the way, just is running on Claude. It takes the API. But when you get it directly from Claude with an API, Lovable has to upsell and upcharge, and it just costs more money. So if you're more price conscious and you want to build something that is more like you could actually scale it, you could actually sell it, it's a real business, you would unfortunately not, I would say, be able to really build it on Lovable, because Lovable has a bunch of things that locks you in. So I built all my projects to begin with on Lovable. That was kind of my first step into it. And then once I got a little bit more confident, because I am but a 0% coder, I do not know anything about code. I don't ever look at code. I don't know what code is. Okay. But I have gotten completely off of Lovable. It was a massive pain to migrate off of. Mostly the database, the Superbase thing was a huge pain. But what you do is you download the Claude app on your computer. You pay $200 or $100 for the Claude subscription. And then you create an account on Superbase, you create an account on Vercel, and you create an account on GitHub. You don't have to know how to use any of those platforms or tools. You just have to make the account. Then you go to Claude and say, I made these accounts. They're all logged in on my browser, control my browser, and set them up however I need to for this project, and it will do everything for you. So all of this to say, like, if you are super not technical, you totally could do it without Lovable that way, and you'd only pay $200 a month, and you get basically unlimited tokens. You wouldn't need more than $200 a month. You might even be able to do it for $100. I have a friend that is building projects on his computer for $20 a month on the $20 a month tier. I don't know how he does that. He exclusively uses Claude Code, not Cowork, which uses a lot more tokens. But anyways, there are ways to do it for $20 a month. But if you're like, if creating a Superbase and Vercel account and GitHub account scare you to go create those accounts, and you might even have to like go to the settings page and click get API key to give it to Claude.
Right. Yeah.
If doing that scares you, Lovable is still an awesome option, and they have it like all pre-built, baked in. Tell it exactly what you want, and it's going to build it. But if you want to get like more hands-on, if you have bugs that just like won't get fixed and you try them over and over again, I'm just telling you, Claude is the way to truly build it right. So anyways.
Yeah, and I know you're right. I know you're right with that. And I think what you're getting at, and correct me if I'm wrong, is if you're a marketer or a business person, Lovable, I think, is fine.
Totally.
It totally works. But if you're trying to actually build tech like as a product, you're going to want to use Claude Code. You're going to want to, like, if you want to put something on the App Store, for example, and try to get mass distribution, you're not going to want to use Lovable. One, for the cost, but two, the complexity or the lack of complexity is a problem in some instances.
100%. Yeah. And I think the last thing is just if you're really price sensitive, or you need a lot of usage. I hate saying price sensitive because like I spend unlimited amounts of money on every AI tool, but like Lovable was just getting to be too much for me. So being able to just spend $200 flat for the Claude Max subscription and get unlimited usage of everything I needed was really nice. And so that's kind of what pushed me away from it, or pushed me towards it. And then it got me able to create apps for iOS, which you can't really do with all those other tools. So anyways, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why Claude is awesome. But if you're very beginner and basic, I started with Lovable and I made my first 10 projects on Lovable. And I built some really cool stuff. It was a pain to port them off, but I built some really cool stuff with Lovable. And I actually still have a project that I'm on the $5 a month subscription to Lovable because I need it to, I don't know, whatever it does, to keep the Lovable logo off of the project. I have one project that I still have built on there that I still go back there and use. It's like a customer support portal for one of my websites. And so I'd go on to Lovable and log in on Lovable to like use it. There's probably a way to port it off to GitHub, and I probably should do that and put it on its own domain name. But for now, we're on Lovable to use that.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard too because like I've built like a couple, like a mini CRM tracker thing, and I built it on Lovable. So it's like, do I really want to take how many hours to switch it over? At this point, it's kind of like I'm a little bit stuck, or I'm not stuck, but it's like seems like a lot of work to stop using it. So we'll see. But anyways, if you got any value out of this episode, we'd love a rating or review wherever you're listening. We're trying to get to 150 reviews. So we have a little over 100 right now. And also, again, check out our school community. Really great, valuable information over there, as well as a community of like-minded individuals. So, we'd love to have you be over there. But thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.